Hi, gang. This is Boomer with Occupy Democrats. Hey, I'm no saint, and I don't think Democrats in general are either. But these cats on the other side who support Trump, they break a commandment and bear false witness like there's no tomorrow. The latest from late last night and early this morning is coming right up, and then our bombshell involving the blatant disrespect and violation of the highest order of Vice President Kamala Harris. But first, our election picture is now coming into sharp focus, and Trump and his handlers, his lapdogs, are telling America, in no uncertain terms, we lie because we can. We lie because we're members of a cult. We worship our Heavenly Father, Donald, and we will lie for him until we meet our dying days. Just like these MAGA cult members, as seen here.
Is there anything that former President Trump could do to disqualify you from voting for him?
Nope.
What if he shot a man in Reno just to watch him die?
Okay, well, as long as if the killing was justified, then no.
I think he's a brilliant individual. So I'm here to show support and to love Trump because he loves America just like I do.
Is there anything that Trump could do that would disqualify you from his vote?
I mean, basically, if I found out he was part of this pedophile ring crap, then yeah, then it'd be out. But I know he's not.
Which pedophile ring?
Well, the whole thing with Epstein Island and all that stuff, yeah.
Is there anything Donald Trump could do to disqualify him from your vote?
No. No.
Nothing at all. If he just walked up and shot me.
If it was self-defense.
Is there anything he could do to disqualify you from supporting him?
I don't think so.
What if he shot a man in Reno just to watch him die?
Well, maybe. Okay.
You don't think any of this disqualifies him from being president?
Are you kidding? Why would it? Why?
Is there anything he could do to disqualify you from supporting him?
No. Times were great. I was younger when Bill Clinton was in office. Times were great then, and when Donald Trump was in office, times were great then too.
Is there anything that Trump could do to disqualify himself from your vote?
Probably not. I mean, we had energy, affordable energy. I mean, things were going good.
Is there anything that would disqualify him from your vote?
I don't want him to get too moderate to try and catch too many swing voters. I do like that he's a hard conservative. So,
is there anything he could do that could disqualify him from your vote?
At this point, no. No, I think he's fighting for everybody.
Is there anything that would disqualify Donald Trump from getting your vote, sir?
Absolutely not. Nope.
Not a thing.
Nothing. I don't care if he grabs by the blankety blank. No, absolutely not.
What if he shot a man in Reno just to watch him die, like the Johnny Cash song?
Well, then he probably deserved it. If he didn't, run.
Well, the hardened rank and file MAGAs are one thing, but this never seen before obedience to Trump and his dishonesty and all the shame he brings to America was actually embodied last night by J.D. Vance, when he would not simply say Trump lost in 2020 when asked by Tim Walz during last night's debate.
He is still saying he didn't lose the election. I would just ask that. Did he lose the 2020 election?
Tim, I'm focused on the future. Did Kamala Harris censor Americans from speaking their mind in the wake of the 2020 COVID situation?
That is a damning non-answer.
And this morning, CNN's Jim Acosta asked Trump's senior advisor, Corey Lewandowski, the same question. And the volatile Republican insider displayed his pathetic cult cred by dodging and weaving and never answering the most basic question.
Yeah, Corey, why is this so difficult for the Trump campaign to answer? I mean, it's 2024. Did Donald Trump lose the 2020 election? Can you answer that?
Jim, I think it's very simple. The American people have passed the 2020 election. They're focused on an election which is just under 5 weeks away. And what we have an opportunity to do now is to talk about two different visions for America. And what J.D. Vance laid out last night is a very different vision than what Tim Walz and Kamala Harris want to say. So, look, we can go back and relitigate the 2020 election, or we can look at what we can do to make America better for everyday Americans who are struggling under Bidenomics.
Yeah,
They're struggling
Corey,
under.
It's not relitigating. It's just a simple question. Did Donald Trump lose the 2020 election? I mean, that's an easy
Jim, why are we talking about 2020 anymore? Does the American people care about the 2020 election anymore, or do they care about being able to put food on their table, gas in their car, home
I think
heating
one
oil
reason
in
why
their...
it's coming up, Corey, is because the former president has said on the campaign trail repeatedly that there was all this widespread fraud in 2020. That was not the case. And he's also teeing up the same kinds of challenges after this election. It hasn't even happened yet. So it is a very relevant question.
And now for our headline story. If all of that silliness involving Trump's brain-dead closest people was not bad enough, Lewandowski takes it a step further and refuses to properly pronounce Kamala Harris's name as his interview with Acosta continues.
think that's an epic failure, and it goes to show you the politics of the top of the administration, whether it's Mayorkas or it's Kamala or it's Joe Biden.
Yeah,
Donald
Corey,
Trump
you
should
keep
have had
saying,
additional
what is this
resources.
What is this Kamala? It's Kamala Harris. Corey, you've been in this business a long time. I think you're a mature grown-up. It's Kamala Harris. Can you just say, can you say Kamala, or you cannot say Kamala?
Jim, can you admit 13,099 murders have come into the country? You say you haven't.
Well, Corey, I appreciate you coming on. Maybe we'll have you back. Thanks for your time.
Oh, my, Corey. You can look the American people in the eye and lie without a flinch. And now you personalize your ugly ignorance and dishonesty by purposely mispronouncing our nation's vice president's name? Well, look, after Kamala knocks your boy out in November, let's all hope for her best Muhammad Ali impression as she hovers over his beaten body and exclaims, "Say my name." This is Boomer, and this Boomer hits different with Occupy Democrats.